Welcome back to Hello Rose City. Happy Monday. That is a close-up view of the Astoria Column. Some people up on that top deck enjoying the view. It's obviously a little bit cloudy today, but it is one of the most iconic landmarks on the Oregon coast. And this year, the Astoria Column turns 100 years old. They're throwing a big party to celebrate. And here with more are Cindy Thompson and Jordan Schnitzer. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so Jordan, most people know the Schnitzer family for your contributions to Oregon's art community, but your family has a long history with Astoria too. Tell us about it.
My grandfather, Sam Schnitzer, in 1905, when he came to this country from the Ukraine, went down to Astoria for a year and got his start. He'd walk from house to house, pick up old rubber fisherman boots and other peddling stuff and sell it. And after a year, he was able to get a horse and wagon and move back to Portland, where an older brother was.
Fantastic. Love that. And you co-founded Friends of the Astoria Column, which led the restoration efforts in 1995 and 2015. So what does the column mean to you?
You know, for years, we have a house on the coast, and I would take all my guests to Astoria and go to the George Flavelle House, go to the Maritime Museum that's world class, and end up at the Column. And 37 years ago, I ran into the then mayor. I'd met her son at the University of Oregon. I said, you know, Mayor, the Column is such an iconic structure on our coast, but it's gotten to be really worn. So we created Friends of Astoria Column, a 501c3, and we've raised about $7 million over the years to restore it several times and have it just celebrate in that amazing site the history of our country.
Mm-hmm. And Cindy, you are producing the Astoria Column Centennial Celebration on July 18th. What makes this such a special event?
Well, I think, you know, honoring this monument that is so incredible and the history, you know, something that's 100 years old, that doesn't come along, you know, every year when you're an event producer. So it's really exciting to be sharing with the city of Astoria and the Friends of the Column. And we're really excited about what we've got planned.
Okay, well, tell us what you have planned.
We've got actually two separate events. The first one is a community celebration, which will happen in downtown Astoria from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we're really celebrating the city, and we've got all of the nonprofit organizations who create the backbone of the community. They will all be down there. We've got a main stage with entertainment focusing on multicultural music, because the community is so rich with its multicultural past. And we've got hamburgers and hot dogs that we're giving away for free to everybody throughout the day. And we've got other kinds of fun crafts and activities planned for people and kids of all ages.
Very fun. And yeah, there's a rededication ceremony too.
Yeah,
Did you mention
then
that?
Up at the Column itself at 2 p.m. we have the rededication, and we've got the North Coast Symphonic Band, who will be a 30-piece orchestra going to be performing, as well as a 20-piece all-female Chinese drum group.
Wow.
Representing the Chinese culture that was in Astoria. And Jordan will be speaking. Oregon's poet laureate Ellen Waterston has written a special poem. She will be sharing that poem with us. It will be a really lovely ceremony and dedication to this incredible place.
Sounds like. And you brought the famous balsa wood plane.
I did. So when we took over the management of the Column, you know, my late mother, Arlene Schnitzer, told me years ago that when she was in high heels and I was 3 months old, she climbed the top of the Column.
What?
So I guess it's been in our blood. But from the time I was a little boy, it was so much fun. So I came up with this idea of these balsa wood planes. And I'd like your audience to know that Friends of Astoria Column bought 39,000 of these. So we bought more aircraft than any other country in the world. And the good news is ours are all for wonderful things. And you fly it off from the top, so whether you're 2 or 102, come to the Column. The event in downtown is free. Free is good. We have an amazing day planned for everybody. And then climb up there, take your kids, grandkids, and it's the most amazing view of the Columbia River, the ocean, Youngs Bay. And more importantly for me, the Column represents for all of us who are immigrants, even the Native Americans who came 10,000 years ago. This is the final destination of the settlement of the West. And that's important for all of us to live in this wonderful country of America where all of our ancestors came, and we're lucky they did.
Yeah, it's going to be a wonderful celebration. I had no idea that it was you who brought the planes to the Column. So glad to know that history. Cindy, tell us all the details, you know, when, where, all that stuff.
Downtown Astoria at Heritage Square, which is right downtown on 12th and Duane Street, 11 a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. Everything kicks off. There'll be music happening the entire time, all of the organizations. Oh, we're also going to have the float, the Astoria Column float that was in the Rose Parade just a few weeks ago.
Oh,
Won an
nice.
award, beautiful float. Driving it down to Astoria, it's going to be parked right there as well, so people
Love
can
it.
see that.
Love it. Well, it's
Yeah.
going to be a great time. Thank you both for coming here today and
Yeah.
sharing with us. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.